Hi guys, it's Kat and welcome to a new little series here on my channel for my journaling videos, where it's gonna be like a let's talk about insert K-pop group name here. Today's video, the first one, is going to be let's talk about NCT, journal with me. So for these videos, I'm going to talk about my favorite groups and just focus on that one group per video and do a little journaling page for it. This one, I haven't done the page yet. I'm doing the voiceover beforehand because it's nighttime and I feel like I want to do something productive, so I might as well do this voiceover, but I need daylight for filming the journal with me. Anyways, we'll see how that one turns out, right? I have a lot of NCT stickers that I need to use, so we'll see how it turns out. You'll be seeing it happening right now, but I don't know what it looks like yet, and I have no ideas of what to do yet. Anyways, point is, I'm not going to be talking about the art that I'm doing. I'm just going to be talking about the group and what, all the good stuff. Bias, favorite songs, favorite music, favorite music videos, should I do that too? And like experiences and all of that stuff. So in the past, I've tried to, multiple times, I've tried to do one sit down video covering all of the groups that I stan, but it's either just too long because I stan way too many groups, and then also with that stan too many groups that I forget a group. The very last time that I filmed that whole encompassing video trying to talk about every group, I forgot EXO, which I was like, what the hell, I'm the worst XOL apparently, and it just really made me upset. So I was like, that video is never going to see the light of day. But also things go out of date very quickly because the industry is moving so fast. A new album comes out, a new comeback, or I get bias wrecked. Stray Kids, I'm always getting bias wrecked. So hopefully this voiceover gets out there because I will be shocked if it does. Another thing, something that I would like to say is that I'm not a K-pop journal, and I'm not going to start a specific K-pop journal separately from this journal, because this journal that I do the journaling in is, the concept of it, I guess, is to just put in it whatever I'm currently into, and K-pop is what I'm very currently into. And I like, when I'm memory keeping, to have an all-encompassing view of the time, not have anything left out. So I keep all of my K-pop and all of my other random stuff all in one thing because I like to get a complete view of who I am, if you know what I mean. It works perfectly well in this journal, and I do not intend on starting a specific K-pop journal. Yes, when you see my journal flip through at the end of the year, it's gonna be kind of like a K-pop journal flip through, kind of, I don't know. It gets wild up in this. Anyways, yeah, so let's talk about my alt group, NCT, while I'm doing this journal page about NCT. So yes, alt group, NCT, my favorite group of all time. I love SM just as much as the next person. I just stan a lot of groups in SM, which, as you can imagine, is immense torture. But NCT is my favorite group. So I first saw them back when I was not into K-pop. I had a couple of friends that were into K-pop, in freshman year of high school. I had a friend that was really into K-pop. She liked BAP and EXO, and but I was like, that's her thing, I'm not gonna get into it. And then sophomore year of high school, I had a friend that was really into K-pop, but she warned me against it. So back in either March or May, I saw a music video and I asked my friend about it, and I watched a bunch of music videos, okay, but she was like, don't do it to yourself. So I didn't watch any more music videos. And so when I finally got into K-pop for real, really fell into the deep dark hole that this is, and that is now my life, I realized that the people that I was watching way back when was NCT. So it was really just meant to be. Oh my god. The first group that I got into, of course, is BTS. Might talk about BTS another day, but then I had asked that same friend that warned me against K-pop to give me some recommendations for other groups. So she sent me a couple of music videos from NCT, and then that little red bar at the bottom of YouTube thumbnails to show if you've seen it already, that was on all of them. And I was like, wow, I was an N citizen before I even knew it, really. That's the story of how I got into them, and I just love NCT so much. If you're not into K-pop and you're wanting to get into it, I'd say start with music videos, and then slowly your YouTube feed will be taken over by crack videos, which are just the best thing in the world. Anyways, yes, so let's talk about my bias list, because NCT has 21 members. What the hell? So having one bias is not a thing in it for N citizens. N citizens usually have more than one bias, I feel like, but in other groups I only have one bias because those groups are just regular sized and not 3 million people in one group. So in other groups I have bias wreckers, but never two biases. So anyways, NCT is just special like that. All right, so my top bias that will never leave the top spot for me, but you know, people below it can probably, you know, move around on the little list. My top bias is Taeyong. Love so much. The rap, wow, love it. I really like his voice. Also his dance style, I really love. In my opinion, he's the best dancer in NCT, but like, you know, that's my opinion. I'm sure many people disagree with me, but whatever. And of course, his visuals, you know, yeah, you know, okay? Just, wow. Let's take a moment. Anyways, didn't really take much of a moment because I don't want to dwell on it for too long, you know? So, also a baby love, okay? I love his song, Long Flight. So good. Anyways, other biases. Do Young, that's my second bias. He kind of steadily stays at my second bias. And we have Lucas, you know, who just really changed a lot when he joined WayV. So like, I don't know, but still have him on my bias list. We also have Yuta. Love Yuta. Yuta with his long hair right now, just oh my gosh. And recently, who has gotten onto the list is Jaehyun, because like he's just wrecking me, okay? But I don't mean like wrecking me for the top spot. And then my dream bias, I think, because you know, We Boom just came out, and so that just kind of made me question a lot. But my dream bias is Chenle, always has been. But overall with NCT, I really do like all of the members for the most part. Usually I'm satisfied with whatever photo card that I get. I mean, you know, I want like my top biases obviously, but like I'm still pleased with the ones that I've gotten. Kind of. One of them I had to trade, another one I'm looking to trade, actually two I'm looking to trade, but I just don't know how to trade yet. Anyways, never thought I would get into K-pop photo card trading. Like I walked into that with a mindset of like, I want to keep my original what I got, but like when you start getting like 4 or 5 Jungwoos, like it gets repetitive. Like I love him, but like you know, I want someone else too. Yeah, I have 4 Jungwoo photo cards. I just really want Taeyong photo cards. Anyways, I only have 1, and I got that in the Cherry Bomb album. Oh yes, I buy albums, by the way. Let me mention that. I buy albums. I have almost all of NCT albums. I only don't have 2 NCT Dream albums because I just don't really want them. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want them just so I could complete my collection. But like, it's just for that reason anyways. But, you know, I love them all and I stan all of the groups, of course. So that's NCT 2019. If that'll ever be a thing, that's all I want in life is Yearbook 2019. Like, that is what I want so badly. Oh my god, it hurts. Anyways, all of the NCTUs, NCT 127, NCT Dream, WayV, which I know it's not pronounced WayV, but you know, that's how I say it. And I'm sure a lot of people say that too. So yeah, let's talk about the music itself. I love their music the most. They're the one group that I've consistently, like upon first hearing their songs, I really like. Recently, not so much with like Superhuman and the new Japanese album, Wakey Wakey. Those took a little bit more time and listens to like really get into those songs. Usually for NCT, I really like their songs upon first listen, which was very rare for me in K-pop when I first got into it, because like other groups that I stan, like Astro, their songs I don't love upon first listen. Like I have to like listen to it some more to like really start liking them. Anyways, you get the point. So my favorite songs from them are Highway to Heaven. I've talked about this before, but I will repeat myself again because this is an all-encompassing video. But I first heard Highway to Heaven, the Korean version specifically, okay? This English version is wild as hell, dude. Korean version, heard that at the concert. I'll talk about the concert in a second. But just that whole feeling of getting to see a new song with all these people in this like big space full of people that love NCT and like support, yes. It's just such a good feeling, and that song just really reminds me of it. And I really love the song when I first heard it, like so much, and I was so excited for the album to come out so that I could listen to it more. Yeah, I had like a recording of it, but I was screaming the whole time because like I was so excited. My second favorite song is Yesterday. When Highway to Heaven came out, it toppled Yesterday off the top, but I love that song so much. It's so good, okay? Like so many of my favorite members are in that song as well. Okay, like my top 3 are in it, and I also really love Mark and Mark's rap and everything. So yeah, and it's also just a great song I love, okay? Like I said, Long Flight I love, and it's not technically an NCT song, it's just, you know, Taeyong, but like put it on this list because I love it so much. Simon Says I love as well, okay? When that came out, I listened to it so much, and I was staying at a friend's apartment and she wasn't home, so I was just in her room listening to it like all day, and I came out like in the evening and her roommate was like, so you really like that song, huh? And I realized that she could hear me the whole time. So that was great. Also, We Boom. I love that song. So good, a bop. And also 119, even though the lyrics are very, very questionable, but I still really like that song. Great beat, you know? And my favorite album overall for NCT is Empathy album, and I have both versions in real life, but it took me such a struggle to find the Dream Version album. So yes, those are my favorite songs. I wrote notes a little while ago, just like little bullet points so that I don't forget to talk about something, because as I've said before, I've, forgotten things in the past, which I probably forgot something in this video, but like I wrote these notes a little while ago and like left them for a little bit so to see if things would get out of date, you know how I explained before. But one of the things I said, I only have one version of We Boom album and no other Dream albums, which change very quickly, so not trying to flex on you, but yeah, NCT is like the only group that I've like really collected albums and stuff for, and probably maybe I don't want to say it because I'll probably end up like proving myself very wrong, but like probably the only group that I'd like spend some like good money dollars to go see in concert. So like I kind of mentioned, I went and saw them in concert and I like the seat that I got, but if they ever came back, oh boy, my bank account would not be happy with me. But I do save for these things. So anyways, went to the concert and that was amazing. It was lit, to say the least. Okay, I got a light stick, which is okay. I have to say it so that maybe I won't buy more light sticks, but this is the only light stick that I have and the only light stick that I'll buy, hopefully. Like maybe if EXO comes to New York City, then maybe I'll buy that light stick because it's so beautiful and I'll finally have an excuse to get it. Anyways, that's too much money. Yes, yeah, I have NCT light stick. Unpopular opinion, but I do like the light stick. I love a good solid block of green. But yeah, through the concert, I met new friends and like that whole experience of NCT in New York City. I also have a vlog, a nice little vlog plug here of when NCT was in the city. Oh my god, yeah, and I actually got to see them in real life and Taeyong spoke to me. Oh my god, did I die? Yes. And am I still dying to this day? Very much so. Yes, oh my god. Every time I think about it. Anyways, they were having like a photo thing. If you pre-ordered the album, then you could go wait in line in the rain and then take a photo with them with like a bunch of other people. So I did that and I got to see them in real life. So that was wild and crazy and I can't believe that happened. So that and the concert is in a vlog on my channel. Check it out. K-pop just really brings people together. That's what I've learned. Which, people criticize you for liking K-pop, but as long as you know what it means to you, that's what counts. As long as you're not crazy, Koreaboo, then it's fine, I think the thing to know is to understand what this industry is and what they're trying to sell you, and to not let it consume you in a bad way, but take away from K-pop is the experiences that you have with it and the lessons that you learn through it, which I've definitely learned a lot. Definitely helped me through a lot of dark times. And I think that if I didn't have K-pop, I wouldn't be in such a good place right now. So people can judge you all they want, but they don't know what you're actually going through. Don't let people bring you down about K-pop. I know I definitely have my daily struggle about that. But yeah, NCT is just the group that I love the most and that I keep up with the most, and that I suffer from the most. Woo! You love that for me. Out of all the groups that I stan, NCT is the group that stresses me out the most. Like, what the hell? But I love them for it, kind of, not really. It's SM's fault, whatever. Yes, you probably might be wondering my thoughts on Super M. There's really no use being angry about it because like it's gonna happen regardless of what we think. So I'm excited to see what happens, okay? I acknowledge that people's like qualms about it are valid, and I definitely agree with a lot of people on some of the things. But I also am very, very afraid of Stan Twitter, and the whole Super M thing really made me very aware of that. So I like to stay off of Twitter for the most part and just, follow Instagram accounts. Super M, we'll see. I'm hopeful. I don't think I will ever read it as Super M though. I still keep reading it as Sperm. This is what happens when you're one letter away with a dyslexic person. So, love that. So yes, that brings me to the end of all of this NCT talk. If you stan NCT, let me know your bias down below, of course, and your favorite songs, and whatever you'd like to tell me. Let's have a good old K-pop trashy time in the comments, okay? Love that for us. So yes, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to check out all my social media, which are always linked down below. Follow me on Instagram, where I occasionally post about K-pop there too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. See you later. Goodbye.